Here at Davis AutoSports, we're very excited to offer you this 1999 Jeep Cherokee Sport XJ. This is a two-owner, Carfax certified guaranteed vehicle with a flawless history, 84,000 original and documented miles. If you're unfamiliar with us here at Davis AutoSports, please pause this video, go to our website. It's Davis, D-A-V-I-S, autosports.com. We specialize in building Jeeps. As you'll see in the background of some of this video footage, we probably have about 25-30 Jeeps in inventory that we're building, selling. We build them for customers all over the U.S. So we do specialize in them. We know them inside and out. You'll get a glimpse of that on our website. But this Jeep, like every single one of our Jeeps that we sell, came to us 100% bone stock. We seek out the nicest, cleanest, most original, low mileage Cherokee XJs in the country. Start with a beautiful platform and build from there. This vehicle has our very popular Stage 2 package, along with our service package and a few other goodies. Very mild build. This is a great Cherokee for someone that spends a lot of time on the road, but wants a little better appearance than a stock Cherokee with some trail riding abilities. We also do major off-road vehicles, stroker motors, the whole nine, but this is a very mild build. Keeps the traditional classic Cherokee intact without going overboard. 3-inch full suspension lift. As you notice, we have Rubicon replica wheels. Everything's brand new. Those wheels are 17 inches, so it gives it a more modern look than the traditional 15 that comes on it. 265/70/17 Nitto Terra Grappler tires. Fully serviced, which I'll go over here in a moment. Vehicle also has our Linx package throughout. Exterior and interior is as clean as you're going to get. Vehicle only has 84,000 miles, but truly looks like a 15-20,000 mile Jeep. It's that nice and that clean. Also keep in mind during the duration of this video, if there's something you want to change on the vehicle, add, upgrade, please let us know. We will be more than happy to do so. The paint on this thing is absolutely beautiful. This is original paint as well. Brand new wheels, brand new tires. I mean, the paint on this thing is as nice as you're going to get. We are shooting this under fluorescent lights, which a lot of people don't like photographing cars under lights because it shows the paint in its true condition, which is good for you guys. Very straight body. Vehicle has our full Linx package on it. So briefly on our Linx, what we do, it's a very tedious process. We do it to a lot of our Jeeps. I'll show you real quick. Here's a Stage 6 XJ that we're building. We're nowhere near done with it, but it's dusty, so it doesn't look as good as it's going to. But as you see, we applied it from 3/4 of the vehicle down. Here's a 2015 model. And if you're familiar with Jeeps, you know that the original plastic starts to fade. We did the fenders on this, the side steps on that. There's a white XJ with the bumpers done. Here's a TJ with the original fender flares done. So we do it to a ton of our Jeeps here. Here's a Call of Duty that we did the front bumper, flares, side panels, the whole nine. We just got finished building this bad boy. So our process for our Linx is very tedious. A couple other Jeeps that we have some Linx on. So that red JK right there, that's Stage 2 of the Linx process. So Stage 1 on this particular vehicle is we sand down every single panel that's getting Linx. So we start with an aggressive sandpaper, a 180 to knock everything off. Then we go to a 360, and then we apply multiple coats of a surface cleaner that gets out all the oils, all the residues, everything else. From there, we mask off the entire vehicle, that vehicle is going to go in our booth, but the wheels and everything are going to get covered as well. So anything that's not getting Linx is completely covered, every square inch. Even the windshield, that's just the drive in the booth. That will then get covered once it's in the booth. That TJ, we did the flares on right there. So once it's completely masked off, we then apply a plastic adhesive, because most of what gets Linx on these vehicles are plastic. So paint and different epoxies don't like to cure and really get into the plastic. So we apply a Bulldog, it's a plastic adhesive called Bulldog. From there we prime it, which Bulldog says you don't even have to prime it, so we prime it just to be on the safe side, and then apply the Linx. So your end result is an absolutely, I mean, this stuff is not going to come off. I mean, it's as durable as can be. It will never fade. Well, I don't want to say never, but it will last a lot longer than the factory plastic, that's for sure. We've been using this stuff in that process for years and years, and it works great. So obviously we did the front bumper caps, the lower valance on here. We did the side trim, which on these Cherokees, they fade, they turn gray, they turn white. Dealers will put some tire shine on it, which makes it black for the photos for a day or two. And tire shine, of course, contains silicone, which actually makes it worse. So with this, you don't have to apply anything to it. You can pressure wash it. You can do anything you want with it. It's very durable. It's not going to scratch. So it's a really nice feature. Gives it a nice dark contrast as well. So that's our full Linx package on the vehicle. The paint has received our full paint correction service. It's been completely wet sanded, buff, polished, waxed, the whole nine. So I mean, this Jeep is literally as nice as you're gonna get. Like I touched on, 17-inch Rubicon replica wheels, Terra Grappler tires, obviously brand new. I mean, not even a mile put on them. Have a low profile roof rack up top with the windscreen up front. Extremely clean vehicle. One of the lower mileage XJs. Just so you guys are aware, if you're in the market, that red XJ is coming up for sale soon. That's got 32,000 miles. And that white one that I touched on in the very back there has 59,000 miles. We're gonna leave those stock just because of the miles. Front of the vehicle, as you see, just extremely clean. Like I touched on, even though this vehicle has 80,000 miles, which is considered low, it truly looks like a 20,000 mile vehicle. It's that nice. Another very important factor, absolutely rust-free undercarriage. You want to make sure to see lots of pictures of undercarriages when you're buying these trucks. Nice pinstripe throughout the whole Jeep as well. That's not painted on there, so if you don't like it, it can come off, but it gives it a nice touch. I mean, the paint on this thing, I mean, it is just so smooth all the way around. The lower rocker panel right there, it's a little bit pushed in on the very bottom. That's something we can fix, but as you see, the line's pretty straight. There's no damage, there's no paint damage whatsoever. I just wanted to point that out to you. We try to point out as much as we can here. All original paint, like I mentioned as well. We have a brand new Flowmaster exhaust with a brand new tailpipe. If you want an upgraded tip on there, we'll be more than happy to do so. I'll show you what tips that we use. We use a very nice tip. It's a diamond cut tip. Of course, I went to the side that's going to be near impossible to get to. I do want to show you this just as an option because it does make it look much better. So there's a diamond cut tip. It's a very high-end tip, very nice looking tip, which would, in my opinion, look much better than the little tailpipe coming out, and it actually gives it a better sound as well because it's a bigger end tip. Interior, the lighting in here is not going to be the greatest to show you the interior. We got tons of pictures. The interior is absolutely flawless. It's insanely clean. None of the vinyl parts of the seats are cracked whatsoever. The interior of this thing is extremely clean. Engine bay, also very, very clean. So one thing that we take a lot of pride in here at Davis Autosports, anyone can honestly lift the Jeep, put some wheels and tires, but we do everything in-house here, from the suspension work to the Linx. We do motor work, we do full servicing, but it's all on our own vehicles. I'll show you right now. We have a vehicle that we've pulled the entire motor right here to a Jeep. Got it covered up so no dust gets in there. We're boring the motor, doing a stroker motor there. We do full gears. We do everything. Nothing gets sent out unless something has to go to a machine shop. We have an engine pulled out of this Jeep right here that we're doing a bunch of work to. Just got this engine back from a machine shop. We also have a crankshaft in there that we're doing, and all this stuff is done here in house. So we're doing a lot more than just lifting the Jeep. This particular Jeep got a full service package as well. We're almost selling, mini restoration vehicles, if you will, with our Cherokee. So service wise on this Jeep, you have a brand new valve cover gasket. Down below, I'm not going to get down there, but you have a brand new rear main seal, which is a very important service on this vehicle. If you call up your Jeep dealership and ask them the cost of the rear main seal, most dealers charge about $700 for it. 95% of Cherokees we get in have a leak, just because people don't want to pay to get it fixed, or they don't want to do it because it's a very tedious job. So you have a brand new oil pan gasket, rear main seal, valve cover gasket in this vehicle service wise. Suspension also, we go above and beyond the typical kit. So up front here, you obviously have your upgraded coil, your upgraded shock with your boot. You have brand new sway bar links with new bushings. You have your sway bar link, or your sway bar drop down bracket, so it keeps the correct angulation. Down below there, that bar right there is an upgraded extended control arm, lower control arm. Down below, I guess I will end up getting down here for you guys. So down below here, you have your heavy duty tie rod bar. This is much thicker than the factory one. Plus we have heavy duty tie rod ends on here. You also have a fully adjustable track bar up here, which is also much bigger than the factory track bar. Over here you have your upgraded steering stabilizer. So everything is done correct. It's a lot more than just your springs and shocks. In the back, there's not a whole lot to do in the back of these. It does have your shocks, of course, and your leaf springs. So what we'll do real quick, let's go ahead and start this thing up and take it on a quick test drive. Another really nice thing about this Jeep too, there's a lot of these pins in here. As you shut the door, they crack a bunch of times, and all that good stuff. This vehicle is very, very tight. The vehicle just received a brand new Virginia State inspection as well. That's just the tires on the epoxy floors making that sound. Some Jeeps from customers all over bringing their Jeeps here to get built. Years ago when we started building XJs specifically, we used to build them and advertise them for sale, and now we've been blessed enough to not even have to really advertise them. We probably last month built and sold 10 XJs, none of which that went to the public market. They all got sold before they were done built. We almost pre-built them for customers, but every once in a while we do like to build one and put it on the market, and this is one that we're doing. So we just pulled out of the front of our building. That right there is the back of our building, and that is the runway. So we are located directly on the grounds of Richmond International Airport. There's UPS loading up for the night, as well as FedEx. So obviously, if you want to fly in, we will be more than happy to pick you up. Once again, that's the back of our building, and as you see a plane taking off in the distance right there, that is the runway. So there's an American airline plane getting ready to head out, so it's very nice being here. We'll go ahead, while we have the opportunity, do a full turn of the wheel. As you see, absolutely no rubby. We do slightly trim the front lower fender flare just a hair, just to give you plenty of room if you are going to flex your suspension at all, compress it, that way it won't rub. All the electrical components have been tested and work exactly as they should on this vehicle. The vehicle has also received a four-wheel alignment. As you see, the steering wheel is straight as can be. AC in the vehicle works exactly as it should. This vehicle has obviously the upgraded CD player. I mean, this thing is just absolutely as clean as can be. Keyless entry. Go ahead and do a full turn again of the wheel. This time even get a little bit into the grass. As you see, the I don't know if you guys are noticing it, but the Flowmaster gives the truck a nice little rumble. Nothing too much. No drone. Go ahead and do a hard acceleration to show you that the engine and transmission function as it should. Hard on the brakes. Absolutely no issues with the brakes. One more acceleration. That noise you heard was just the remote in there. So there you guys have it. If you have any questions about this vehicle, please feel free to contact me directly at 202-491-9929. Thank you.